While most of us like to keep dogs, birds, cats, and other normal domestic animals as pets, there are those who prefer the more non-traditional animals at home. Some of these wacky pet choices are wild, dangerous, and exotic. A lot of people around the world have been seen to have a fascination for particularly large animals as pets, even though most require special permits to be kept at home. Today, we'll show you 12 weirdly large pets that have been living in people's houses. So let's begin.
You're not biting my nose.
Number 12. Enzo the Bengal Tiger. Love for the largest cat can become a part of one's life. In Johannesburg, Michael Jameson keeps a huge Bengal tiger called Enzo and has brought a young Siberian tiger cub, Ozzy. The tigers get all the love and comfort from their enclosures, and Michael has shown his fondness for them time and again. These tigers are less aggressive and more sociable only because of Michael's training. They have grown up in the company of dogs and cats, and they've never attacked these pets. Enzo is almost a decade old now. One thing that makes these pet tigers a bit different is that they have their own space, and their owner has ensured that. His bond with them has grown so strong that he does not want them to be in sanctuaries. The tigers live a comfortable life, get a lot of food, and even rest in a pool. Number 11. Hexie the Pet Burmese Python. When we think of snakes, ordinarily we don't think of keeping them as pets. The reasons are obvious, they are just too dangerous. But then, people do like to tame them, especially the Burmese pythons. These pythons are quite attractive due to their bright skin colors. So out of sheer curiosity, Marcus Hobbs purchased Hexie, a Burmese python, from a pet shop. Burmese pythons like Hexie are non-lethal reptiles that don't pose any threat to human beings. In the wild, these pythons are strong enough to kill deer, goats, pigs, and rabbits. In 2019, the owner made headlines by claiming that Hexie is now perhaps the longest pet snake and has grown 18 feet long. When Hobbs purchased the snake several years back, it was just 8 inches long. Marcus is so confident of his beloved Burmese python that he allows Hexie to share the same place with his children, Benjamin and Joseph. Number 10. Brutus the Pet Grizzly Bear. We've all been around cuddly teddy bears sometime or the other in our lives. But now imagine keeping a real-life grizzly bear in your home. It's not really a pleasant thought, is it? This is what naturalist Casey Anderson did by raising and taming a huge grizzly bear called Brutus. And he is no different than a family member. In fact, Brutus was the best man when Casey married actress Missy Pyle. The cuddly bear got all the attention he deserved and joined the Anderson family in Thanksgiving activities. Despite being huge and weighing more than 360 kilos, he was surprisingly very friendly. Due to his admirable nature, he was part of the documentary titled Grizzly Expedition. Anderson openly said that Brutus was his best friend and loved him unconditionally. He also said raising awareness was his second objective in taming this massive giant. Though many people assume grizzly bears to be dangerous and bloodthirsty man-eaters, Anderson just wanted to change that perception. Sadly, Brutus passed away at the age of 19 in 2021 with Anderson by his side. Number 9. Longest Domestic Cat, Stewie Cat. This was a cat named Stewie. He held the record for the world's longest cat from 2005 to his death in 2013. He measured almost 48.5 inches when stretched out completely. In Nevada, Stewie's owners, Robin Hendrickson and Eric Bransness, claimed that despite his huge size, the cat was incredibly friendly. This is why he was given the name the Gentle Giant. Stewie was a Maine Coon, who are known for their magnificent looks and are giants even as kittens. They happen to be very sweet-tempered, and unlike other breeds, are not solitary. They like to mix and seek attention from people. Because of their size, people often mistake them for dogs. Number 8. Old English Mastiff Zorba. Well, when we talk about uncharacteristically large cats, can dogs be far behind? So here's Zorba. He was an English Mastiff who was so massive that he earned a spot in the Guinness Book of World Records for his immense size. At his peak, Zorba weighed around 155 kilos, though his weight varied between 1987 and 1989. Still, there was no doubt that he was a giant and was 37 inches tall at the shoulder. When standing on 2 feet, this Mastiff reached a height of more than 8 feet and could easily dwarf the tallest basketball player the NBA has ever produced. Therefore, he still holds the record for the heaviest and longest dog ever, even after his unfortunate death in 1992. Number 7. Pocho, the incredible crocodile. It is almost unthinkable that a crocodile can be a good pet. This is because crocodiles are top predators and don't really mind feasting on human beings. They are just too large to be tamed and are equally terrifying in the deep rivers as they are on land. But Pocho was a memorable exception. In 1989, Pocho, a dying croc, was rescued by a fisherman named Cheeto. Cheeto had a 22-year-long friendship with the crocodile. Just imagine his courage. After the crocodile was nursed back to health, Cheeto wanted to send him back to the wild. But that did not happen, and he started staying on his balcony. There began a great relationship, and the crocodile behaved like an ordinary pet throughout his life. Cheeto claimed that the crocodile responded whenever he was called by name, like any other pet would. The bond between man and animal grew so strong that the crocodile even allowed Cheeto to sleep on his back. Sounds unbelievable, right? In 2011, Pocho died and was given a human-style funeral. Number 6. Atu the reindeer. A reindeer is mostly associated with Christmas, pulling the sleigh on which Santa Claus arrives. But can you imagine living with such an animal in your home? This is Atu, a domesticated reindeer in Finland. At a young age, Atu was abandoned by his mother. He would have been dead if not for the quick intervention of Pia Tukinen, his owner. She bottle-fed him and brought him up in her house. Now, the reindeer identifies more with humans than he does with other animals. In fact, he has been around so many humans that he even watches television. Pia claims his favorite show is a British television series named Heartbeat. Even though he spends part of his time outdoors, Atu prefers the comfort of being indoors. He is quite careful when coming into the house too, walking cautiously on the parquet flooring inside Pia's house. Number 5. Gary the capybara. Rodents are associated more with pests and less with pets. And no, we aren't talking about Stuart Little here. Instead, we are talking about this fella, a capybara, the largest rodent on the planet. These animals have a reputation for being friendly pets. This one is Gary. He was adopted by Melanie Tipaldos and her husband, Richard Loveman, in Texas. They love him so much that he's even allowed to sleep with them on the bed. Not just that, the capybara enjoys swimming in their pool too. Melanie says that even though people find it strange, keeping a capybara as a pet isn't any different than raising a dog or a cat. Gary has a very cordial relationship with other pets in the house. He likes to share space with other animals, including dogs, cats, rabbits, tortoises, and horses. Sometimes, just for fun, Gary likes to chase after rabbits. Number 4. Tiptoe the TikTok tortoise. Out of all reptiles, tortoises are regarded as comparatively safer and domesticable because they don't normally attack human beings. Tiptoe, a hugely popular tortoise, has now proven that they can be very friendly too. His caretaker, Kaylin Doran, claims that the tortoise is very intelligent and has a mind of his own. He loves to munch on watermelons and likes eating all types of fruits and vegetables. Once on a whim, Kaylin posted a TikTok video of the tortoise, and the clip amassed millions of views in just hours. Today, Tiptoe is now a social media star and has more than 90,000 followers on Instagram. However, the animal's journey started in 2001 when Doran's family bought Tiptoe for just $100. Little did they know that the tortoise was going to become a huge giant weighing around 80 kilos. Now, Tiptoe lives a very spoiled and pampered life. He also has his pool and a huge doghouse. Kaylin even treated the tortoise to a spa day, complete with cucumbers on the eyes after his social media success. Number 3. Pet elephant Fukali. We all know that elephants are the world's largest land mammals. Well, many elephants are trained in circuses or are raised in captivity. But what makes Fukali different is the amount of care her owners are taking. In Lucknow, 4 Patan brothers have taken loans to keep her well nourished. They treat her as a big pet, one who eats around 270 kilos of food per day. She loves to feed on a huge amount of fruits. Her owners arrange bananas, papayas, pumpkins, and watermelons. But she isn't just a pet, but an earning member of the family. She takes part in wedding processions and certain Hindu religious ceremonies for which the family receives payment. Number 2. Brahmin bulls. Most people fear bulls because of their reputation of being ruthless and aggressive. And there's plenty of reasons to assume so, because an angry bull can do quite a bit of damage. But the Brahmin bull of the Indian subcontinent is a big exception. They are a cattle breed that is characterized by a huge lump on the shoulders and a pronounced dewlap. They can easily weigh around 700 to 1,000 kilos and still behave like gentle giants. Despite their huge size, these bulls are some of the most intelligent, shy, and inquisitive of all cattle breeds. Whether as cattle or as pets, Brahman bulls have become very popular in the world because they have great heat tolerance. Earlier, they were confined only to the subcontinent. Today, they are being bred in Argentina, Mexico, the United States, Australia, Brazil, and South Africa. Number 1. Shire Horse Breed. Human beings have always had a special relationship with horses, especially in the medieval period when calling an Uber was not an option. Horses have a great reputation of being loyal, and they are an integral part of sports like polo. But the Shire horse is unlike any other horses in the world. They are the largest, yet the most peace-loving horse breed on the planet. They weigh up to 1,000 kilos and reach heights of more than 170 centimeters. Believe it or not, the heaviest Shire horse, named Mammoth, was born in 1848 and was estimated to weigh more than 1,500 kilos. These horses are great carriage and chariot pullers too. For centuries, these horses were domesticated for pulling agricultural sleds and plows and were widely used for wedding ceremonies. Many people keep Shires just for their unmatched loyalty and beauty. They are strong and have silky hair on their lower legs. However, their diet is a bit expensive, and they require good quality hay, grain, fruits, and vegetables. Simply put, they need much more food and water than all other breeds. And that makes sense, since they are so much larger than their brethren. So what are your thoughts on these abnormally large animals that people keep as pets? Do you think you and your family would ever want to take such an animal as a pet? Let us know in the comments. Plus, don't forget to like and share this video with your friends and family. In case you are interested in similar videos, do press the bell icon and turn on all the notifications for regular updates. Have a great day, and we hope to see you soon in another exciting video.